Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I have another instant pot recipe for you all, and this one is for making Trini red beans in the instant pot. You all, this one is going to be so simple. I might blow your mind away with this. So let's just jump straight into the recipe. Let me show you how easy this one is going to be to put together. So we're going to start with soaking our beans. You want to soak your beans overnight, and any other type of bean can be substituted here. If you're using lentils, it will take half the amount of time the red bean takes, as lentils are smaller and will cook faster. The red beans, or any beans in particular, they need to be washed really well because sometimes it contains sand. So I would wash it about 2 to 3 times before I actually use it. So once you've given it a good wash, we're going to season it. So I'm going in with scallions, chopped bell pepper, and if you guys put carrots in this, you can add that in also, chopped tomatoes, pimentos. So feel free to add in your favorite veggie in here. In goes garlic and onion, celery. I love to use plenty celery, and I'm adding in some complete seasoning to add some flavor. In goes annatto or ruku. I'm using the powder. If you have the liquid, you can also use the liquid. Next, we're adding in salt. I like putting in my salt now. You guys can use half the amount and add in at the end. In goes black pepper, and we're going to mix this to bring it together. It does not need to be marinated. You can go ahead and use it right away. So I'm just going to set this aside, and to my instant pot we're going to start on the saute mode, and I'm going to add in my sugar. Now I love to stew with brown sugar. If you wanted to use half the amount or omit the brown sugar, you can. You'd add some oil to your pot if you're omitting the sugar, and saute everything, the beans, the veggies, everything gets sauteed before you actually put water to boil it. So we're going to allow the sugar to melt, and I noticed it was not bubbling like how it would in a regular pot. But when I make beans, I don't like the sugar to bubble a lot. So you'll see that the color of the sugar starts to change. Now we'll go in with our beans. We're going to add in those beans. Make sure you get any seasonings out of your bowl and give this a mix. Allow it to fry up for about 5 minutes. After it's fried up or bunged down, we would say for 5 minutes, we're going to go in with our water to help it cook. Now I'm going to add in enough water to cover the beans and give it a mix. Now we're going to take this off of the saute mode. And we're going to place our cover, lock that into place, and we're going to turn on the pressure cook mode. I'm pressure cooking this for 15 minutes, and I'll tell you guys why as I move on. When it's finished, you want to release the pressure. You can use the natural release or the quick release, whichever suits you. Open, and this is what it looks like. Now you would see that the liquid in there is quite on the lighter side. It's not very thick, so it's more runny. I'm going to press the bean, and you can see that the bean is cooked, but there's still some firmness to it. So this is what I like to do. I like taking the back of my spoon and pressing down on some of the beans, and this is what's going to help thicken the red bean itself. Now I'm not going to press down on all, just a few. Now what I'm going to do next is place back on the saute mode, and we're going to let it cook for about 8 minutes. What is going to happen is that liquid in there will reduce, the sauce will thicken further, and then it will be the perfect consistency. Now remember, as it cools, it will thicken, so you don't want it to get very, very thick. Now at this point, when I checked the beans, it was really nice and soft, and that's how I wanted it. So all I have to do now is taste and adjust my salt, and then this is ready. I hope you guys enjoyed today's recipe. Remember, as I said, if you didn't want to use sugar to stew, you can omit it and just saute everything that we seasoned. Thank you all so much for joining me. Do remember to stay safe, comment and let me know what you think, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye everyone.